Restaurant Punk. What's up, guys? Oh my God, I'm on an episode with Liz, Leo, and Leah, and then there's Nico.
What's up, Leo?
What is that? Scurf?
My neck's cold.
Your neck's cold?
Yeah.
So I guess old age brings a cold neck.
It does actually.
It does. You get very cold.
Are you gonna be a handless, Nico? This is some three crazy people right now, and you're so relaxed.
Well, when you get to my age, when you're older, you learn how to control everything.
How often, Nico, how often do you change your diaper?
Huh?
Oh
no,
my
not
God.
yet.
No, not yet there.
Still free balling.
Free balling. All right, guys, I have a crazy one for you right now. This is gonna be probably ridiculous, but I just want to go after it. For what reason kitchen staff loves to talk about and to do sex actions in the restaurant business?
It
Can
really
you please
is a thing.
rephrase that question?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We're talking sex stuff.
I think it's more cultural in the whole
you know, like
restaurant
when you walk in the restaurant, like you work in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
You're trying, you did this past summer. You've been in the business for kitchen. I don't know if you've been in the business for so long.
Yeah, I have, but
actually, like you never seen kitchens talk about sex or
talk
do
about sex, but the
bag
like
tagging
the bag
each other?
tags and shit like that.
I'm sorry,
didn't know
what,
that
bag tagging?
Bag tag. Yeah.
What is a? That's a ball tag.
It's a ball
Well, I don't know the.
I'm sorry. You know what
bag
terminology.
tag?
Sorry.
Us
Well, I
as-
have a ball or two to tag. Okay.
I have
Sorry.
2 nipples. You want to ball tap my nipples?
Not really.
But anyway, I didn't know that was a common thing.
It's ridiculous.
You asked me a question. Can I answer?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
sure.
So I didn't know that was a thing that happened a lot until I read Anthony Bourdain's book.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good.
That's when
respect.
I realized. That's when I
Yeah,
realized.
respect right there.
oh,
Respect a lot.
I wasn't surprised by it.
Being in the kitchen myself in the previous years, it's just a way of letting loose. You're stuck working in the kitchen, greasy, busy, and you're just letting go, when you have a good team in the back, you just going.
I just want to keep saying she said that or he said that.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
It's that's what she said.
Yeah,
culture.
it's-
Everything is
So that's
innuendo.
the best way to let.
But like, why do they do it though? Like, is it
Are we
because?
talking specifically ball tapping right now?
No,
or-
not ball
You
tapping.
like
You-
going
no,
behind guys and humping them?
you know what I'm saying?
with
Like,
a cucumber
now,
in the butt.
now is it because?
I know that's what they do. I read
What
about it.
places have you worked at?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like in a lot of our restaurants and our kitchens, we have a lot of men or in the kitchen as being chefs and cooks and whatnot. I think there's only I think Vintage has a woman in the kitchen cooking, and I think Shimon has the only other woman that's in the kitchen cooking and prepping.
No, Georgia's Beachfront has 2 as well.
Yes, you are correct.
Correct.
I apologize. Yes, you are correct.
And then Shimon, you said, how was that one?
You better work your
in my mic.
Wait, as we say in Restaurant Punk, sip. I'm saying I've been in the restaurant business I started as a bus boy and then went to dishwasher. And then I guess I worked my ways up. But from the day one, I was 13 at a restaurant in Cape County. And I said to myself, I was like, these guys are crazy. Like doing the shit they're doing, saying the stuff they're doing, and no one's saying one thing about it.
You know what? You're a guy. Because like when I was that young working in the restaurant, I never saw any of it. At like 14, I was a busser. I never saw it. By the time I was 17, though, in a major chain restaurant with a lot more people, suddenly I was like, oh my God, what did they just say? Oh my God.
And they're still doing that,
I was
right?
like shocked. All the way up until now, 20 some odd years later, I'm like, yeah, that's what we do. Like, it's just part of, and like, let's just say this. It's not a sexual harassment thing because yes, there are those things that happen, but normally everybody.
Yeah. We're not taking that route at all.
Right.
No.
Everybody normally plays along. It's all in good fun. I mean, sometimes it's super inappropriate, but do you remember that movie Waiting where they did
Well, that's
where they did the different ball, like the bat wing and all the different.
You haven't
stuff,
done
like,
that ever?
I don't have balls to bat wing.
I'm
but
just saying, can you bat wing?
I'm just saying you would like go into the walk-in to get something. It's like, balls. And you're like, oh my God.
No, it's like I said, I'm not trying to like be sexist or not. I know because I know guys are different than girls.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general, like why do we? I guess
We should ask you, George, why? Because it seems like it's really your thing.
I mean it's not that fun. I mean I'm different than my mindsets. I'm crazy.
Well,
I guess I'm a badass bitch from the Moulin Rouge,
Okay.
Oh
but I'm
my
just saying I like
God.
that fun. But I've seen it in general from other restaurants that I've worked at or been at, and from growing up in their business, and they've always done it from day one of me being there, and they still do it to the day. And I have a tolerance of it to an extent. Now I've had some experiences where they say, "All right, Nah, we're done.
I mean, it's all in good fun. As long as it's all in good fun and nobody's getting their feelings hurt or anybody's touching each other inappropriately. Well, I mean bag tags, but
so it's
as long as they're just
appropriate.
cutting them off a
so
little
one
bit.
of my guys, he takes tzatziki, homemade tzatziki, and he throws on the other guy's lips and saying, "Oh, was it a good time?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it was." I'm just being funny, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be mad at it because it's guy to guy.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's breaking up the tension of being busy in the kitchen. And
It wasn't
people
busy,
are
though.
What's that?
It wasn't busy.
Well,
It was-
then it's passing
Regardless,
time.
it's- you're passing the time. You're stuck in the kitchen. You know, you're waiting for checks to come in or whatnot, or there's 1,000 checks. You got to make a comment.
but
I think it comes down to, in the restaurant industry and with bars, it's about the bottom line is we're all just trying to entertain each other and one up each other.
are you not
That's
entertained?
That's all it is. The worst comments, someone I work with who's a female, the worst comments come from her, but they're hysterical. And my rule is if it's funny, it's fine.
Right.
If it's not that, I know that's wrong, but that's just
But that's comedy.
Now,
If Liz had a bad day, it's not funny.
yeah.
It's not funny.
Now-
Really not funny.
Now, you two, and you're in the bar industry, and whatnot, and where you guys are employed at sometimes with your kitchens. Now, do you see that? What we see at our kitchens down here?
What?
I don't think
Yes, of
I
course.
mean,
we
all-
see everything because we work in nightlife. So you're going to see girls getting things happening at the bar and
Okay,
guys.
no, whoa.
I'm saying all
hey,
that-
girl,
wait.
yeah.
I'm saying all that to say that because there's so much sexuality in nightlife, that it kind of desensitizes normal people. So when you're working in the back of the house or on that scene, that kind of stuff isn't really as like you're watching girls walk around in bras and panties all night long.
And
it's
that was
not
the bartenders. That was us.
correct. That was
At one point.
I'm
I
sure
love
there's
being
pictures
brought as
somewhere.
panties.
But I mean, even to this day, you're working, you're serving, she's serving service, and these girls are in bustiers or booty shorts and panties and bras. Sex isn't as big a deal
No.
on that
Right.
scene.
Yes. Now, but if there was a kitchen involved with that service being, I guess, in play, I mean, when it comes to, I guess, the nightlife and bar service, I don't know if there's food being served.
Yeah, we have events like that.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
catering.
It's like we have most of our restaurants are from 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. or sometimes maybe 9 or 10 p.m. Now their guys have been there. They are dedicated. They love us and whatnot. Now they're just gonna have fun from 8 to 9, right?
Yeah, it's just guys horsing around. Like
Yeah.
as long as they're not doing
But
anything
are
to
you,
make anybody
as
uncomfortable.
a server coming in, right? These guys have been around for 12, 15, 10 years. Are you offended by that?
I personally am not offended,
No,
but
not
I've been
me.
in this. She and I have been in this industry for a long time. There's people that are a much younger generation than us that. Okay,
The
so
woke
messed up.
generation.
It's almost like you're taught to be offended, and you're taught to be offended on other people's behalves.
Mhm.
Like I'm not offended. I don't need you. Like if something wasn't said to you or you heard about it secondhand, you didn't even hear it firsthand. I don't need you to be offended on my behalf.
Mhm.
Amen.
I find that irritating.
I've had women walk up and be like, why aren't the guys dressed like that? Don't you hate dressing like that? I had a girl I went to high school with. She broke my heart. I hadn't seen her in years. She walks in. She goes, they couldn't pay me enough to wear that. I was like, well, they
I
pay
would
me
love.
enough.
Listen,
Yeah.
But-
I would love to wear a bra and a thong with my hairy ass walk around the bar right now.
And we would love for you
Mhm.
not
not.
to do that.
I would not go to that bar.
Nico, you would love that bar.
I would
No,
not.
please no.
I saw you in your boxer briefs last week. Last week.
Like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I have some nice calves. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well,
nice butt,
you didn't
too,
say anything about
I was
caps.
I
on
do
that
have a
one.
nice butt. It's crazy, right?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I'm so
I thought
glad I
I was
missed it.
whispering. I said to Yana,
I could have sworn I texted to everybody that night.
What did you do? What?
I texted everybody.
You texted my butt?
Yeah, remember I took a picture of your cows?
Oh, you did.
Everything
Everyone
was
saw
in
it.
there?
Everyone saw it.
Everyone saw
It's on,
it.
the,
I just-
it's on our YouTube channel.
Did you miss it?
Oh, it's on the.
Yeah, that's
I
our
mean,
opening,
don't forward
our
it to
opening
me. Isn't
credits.
that like pornography? Like, I don't want to get in trouble.
No,
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 it's our intro video.
Anyway,
It's not
so
a
let's go back to the
SFW.
topic now. So,
I
Nico,
think we
how,
got
I'm telling
there.
you, it's just a way to just break the tension. They say sex sells. They say alcohol sells. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Drama. It's fun.
but I mean, so now we're saying drama, right? So you have you have two guys that been in the restaurant for so long in the kitchen, fooling around, throwing tzatziki or tomatoes at each other, right? And they're just having fun, right? You have a new server walk in there, and the one cook throws a tomato at a new server trying to be funny.
Well, no.
And she's offended.
Why would you throw a tomato at a new
But no,
server?
they're just trying to be funny because she's
Bring
seen.
that bitch in.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Initiation.
Initiation. Like you go to a new fraternity, you're
hazed.
haze, whatever it's called, to come.
Yeah.
So you have to be hazed into the new restaurant, right? How do they take it? Now
but-
she says, "Oh, I'll take it." Okay, well that sounds terrible.
Oh my God, George.
Is that
I'm
what
just
she
saying.
said?
I think,
Amen.
like,
That new girl, I tell you.
But I'm saying she's like offended by it. So then what do you do?
Yeah, but what,
Do you let her go because she doesn't appreciate?
No, you can't do
that's
that. You have to
that's not
apologize
right.
to her and
She's
move
okay.
on.
She's
Oh,
within her
I'm
rights.
agreeing with you guys. I'm just trying to make a point here.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's within someone's right to feel offended by something. Okay, it is. I
Yeah,
personally,
I know.
I like to joke around at work. I like to have fun. I like whatever. For me, anything's fair game as long as it's not hurting anyone.
I'm a very serious guy, so I'm just trying to be on page with
Oh
everybody
my
else.
God.
so serious.
Yeah.
Nah.
Now, when you're talking about a new server coming in, maybe she's never worked in a restaurant field before. She's not familiar with it. But a lot of people that do work in the restaurant fields know, hey, that's the kitchen. That's how they are. And if they're not bluntly offended by massive stuff like, oh, I can see your ass through that or something stupid, that's borderline sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Then
Well-
it's-
I'm not trying to
I think it
border
should be
sexual harassment. I'm just trying to border that line there where it's like, okay, what are they doing and why this is ridiculous?
Now I think about it. I think I was like 26-ish, 25, 26
So 6 years ago. Got it. Good.
ish.
I'm sorry.
And I
7 years ago.
I was working in a restaurant. Is when I worked in before. I left and they came back, and there was a new kitchen crew, and this guy was inappropriate. I mean, he wasn't joking around. It's just like he thought he was being funny, and I don't know you, and I can take a joke. I can take the joke around, but I don't know you.
Yeah.
I just walked in. I don't know who you think you're talking to, and we had a problem.
It's one thing for a new person to come in and be like, hey, great tits. And you're like, what?
Whoa, great tits.
It's another thing for
I've
like
never gotten that ever. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
I've gotten
Great
it.
bra.
Hey, George, great
Great
tits.
padding.
Thanks.
Yes.
But it's just more, that's one thing versus, being there, getting used to the scene and seeing that everybody's horsing around. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They're not directly coming at you.
Yeah.
When they're directly coming at you in a way that's uncomfortable and embarrassing, I think that's a whole nother thing. But I mean, it's just part of the culture.
Like
We
throwing a
make
tomato
that's
at
what he
somebody.
said jokes. We, slap each other with sausages and make jokes. And like the two guys I work with, they nonstop walk around like this because every time they walk past each other, one of them's going to hit the other one with their bottle opener. I might be making a drink and want to walk up and fish hook me. Like, and it's,
Do you know how many
or put a wet napkin on my mouth. I'm like, ah!
It's fun.
I actually have a coworker that I never worked with her until maybe a little over a year ago. And just the last 6 months, she just comes up to me and just like taps me in my butt, or she's like squeezed my butt cheek the other day. I'm like,
You
What
don't
are you
like
doing?
To,
Oh
you
my
don't like to
God.
be touched,
No,
though.
I'm like,
Are you
did you hurt
kidding me?
yourself? First of all, did it hurt?
Do you know who I am?
You squeeze that bone?
But it was just like weird to me because, well, yeah. What did you say?
Nothing.
You said, did you squeeze that bone?
Did you pitch that bone?
She said,
Your
girl,
poor
you
face.
need a little bit.
I have a
You need
butt.
just need a little bit.
I have a butt.
Look, this is it. We're right in it again. The restaurant business.
Well,
I can talk
well,
about Liz's
Yeah,
ass.
we talk. See,
No,
that's
I
what we
talked
do,
about
though.
this in another episode. I said there are many, many shifts. I made you, whether you liked it or not,
You're
look
right.
at my butt and assess it. Does it look like it's getting
Leah,
bigger?
does it look
less
puffy
flat?
today?
Does it look,
I think
does
it's
it look,
puffy
yeah.
today. And I'm
That's
like,
you know what? That's what Matt Smith says to me too. He goes, George, your butt looks amazing. I'm like, I know. Thank you so much. These are the new jeans I bought from Walmart.
Anyway,
Anyway.
God.
to wrap
Right.
up this episode specifically, it's just the way, in my opinion.
It's a culture. It goes off the owner, right?
As long as it doesn't go too far, it doesn't offend anyone. There's no harassment in the place.
It's
that's
not
just
fun.
it breaks the tension.
I
It
got
breaks
you,
the
yeah.
heaviness.
It's not fun if everybody's not laughing. But,
Exactly.
Right.
you know,
Right.
It's
It's part of the
As long as
business.
it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why we're a restaurant punk.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm Nikos.
I'm Liz. Oh, sorry.
George,
Leah. On set.
Beyonce.
All right. We out.
Guys, see ya. Thank you.
Bye.
Yep.